Hello everybody, welcome to my second game in Super League Week 2. Won the first one versus Andrew with a splitting headache. Unbelievable. I mean, a lot of dice and a lot of crazy moments. Now for the second one, I don't have as bad a headache, but I am super tired, so there you go, and lost the toss again. And Fimir is here to do the commentary so that I can concentrate. Thank you very much, Fimir. Take it away.
Hello, fans of Blood Bowl. Here we are in Jimmy's Fantastic Games Workshop Blood Bowl Second Edition Super League Winter Editions Week 2, Game 2. We have Jimmy Fantastic with his Super Necro versus Frankie, and I can't read the name of the team because it's not on the screen right now. But it's all War Alliance, and they have a lot of guard and icons of his players. And a Halfling. An Ogre. Attacker Mighty Blow. Ooh, dangerous. Jimmy with a classic standard Necro team. 4 guard, Block Ghoul, Wrestle Ghoul, Block Wolf. 13 players. Frankie with his Super OWA, All War Alliance. Super teams here in the Super League. High kick. Easy Stafford doesn't pick up the ball. And the ball is in a dangerous position if something bad happens. But never bad has ever happened in Blood Bowl history, so we are safe here. Three dice with the Ogre, which has block. Man, being able to have an Ogre with block is really nice. And now still has the hit with the troll. I don't think he's gonna hit with the troll. He's gonna hit with the troll slayer. Indeed he is. And it works. Because any other way the troll slayer would have been exposed, and he's going for the he's going to blitz. Doesn't look like that. Picks up the ball. With I suspect is the catcher. Well, I guess Jimmy's gonna hit that dwarf with guard, based on the fact that he's already counting the squares, and it's the juiciest target. A whole turn, first time with a whole team for Jimmy. Probably he doesn't know what to do with 11 players. Here comes the blitz. Frankie left the Frenzy hit very easy. Oh, what to do? He remains to stand firm. Now he needs to be careful and goes for the extra hit. Blockless block. That wolf looks a little unprotected. Now it looks a little more protected. This is a chain hit. Doesn't chain. Rolls. Gets the chain. Frees the wolf. Maybe he's thinking about putting the flesh in a more central position, maybe. Don't put everybody on the right, on the left side. Right side of Jimmy now looking weak. Probably he will try to dodge one of the zombies. No dodge from the zombies. Maybe I would dodge the one in front of the dart with block, you know, to try to dodge him to the square to the bottom right. If it works, it's a little protection for the other wraith. And now full appearance doesn't work. Gets punched in the face, but nothing happens. Ooh, now here comes the bleed with mighty blow. Gets the pow, full pow. Nothing. Now Jimmy running the numbers, trying to see what are going to be the next hits. And he has more than a few hits there that he could take. In fact, that's a chain opportunity in different angles. Ooh, maybe not anymore. And Frankie doesn't activate the ogre. The ogre is happy with it is, taking care of 3 players. Jimmy will have to get up one of those zombies to cancel the assist. Bliss with the wraith, gets the pow, follows just casually, hits with the fleshy, just pushes but gets a chain. We push another guard away. The flesh is coming closer and closer to the ball, one square at a time. And now Jimmy is applying a lot of pressure here. He can afford to put all the zombies up because after all the ogre can only hit one. And that's it. I guess the mighty blow piece will try to hit a wraith maybe. And maybe we see the ball moving back a few squares. Push the ogre on the zombie. Zombie survives, very good result, but will the ogre follow? No. And I agree with that. The ogre following this has nothing. Jimmy cool start turn 3 with 11 players. We're reaching numbers we have never seen before. Only pushes, side step. One die block, but unfortunately that gives him the free hit, which, ooh. Okay, that's a good old-fashioned. Here comes the blitz with the dwarf, with the blizzard, and the Denbeck survives 6 dice. Really lucky for Jimmy there. That's taking a lot of action for the OWA Alliance team, which now they don't have much left to do. And now the right side of the Alliance team is very weak. Jimmy can open with a 2D on the... He realizes that, but still. Wait a second. Dodge fails. If that the ball carrier is actually a catcher strength 2, and I think it is. I think, guys, if you look at the screen, you could discover a way of getting 2D on the ball. Or at least 1D. Oh, man. Block does a thing. And now the ghoul with Gressel. Gets the power on the Troll Slayer with the zombie. Follows. Absolute mess of miniatures there. Wolf gets a pow. Choose the both down on the Lino. Armor break. There will be a hell to pay. That's a Lino with guard? Yes, I think it is. Big. He could even get 2D on the... Yes. Oh my God. That's an armor break. And another... Jesus Christ almighty. All the powers on the universe. I'm pretty sure Frankie is not very happy right now. Gets the pushes. That is all right. Counting squares. What is better? Yeah, I think 2 GFIs is better than having to reach the door. There you go. Cast with the dodge. 2D. Both down is good enough. Uses Gressel. Ball in the ground. Okay, square for Frankie of all the horrible situations that ball could have gone. I think the one with the light, dark blue one is a thrower. So should have sure hands. But very difficult situation for Frankie. Turn 4. And there are undead all over the place. And the 2 armor breaks being absolutely massive here. The catcher retreats in shame. Has failed the team. Can't even look at the ball. Yes, Dominic, yes. Usually that's one of the results you want for the guards of the opposing team, you know, to be a stun. At least a stun. Dead better, but a stun is okay. Yeah, Jimmy had a couple turns really good. Or better said, Frankie had a crappy turn and Jimmy had a very good one. All started because all those blocks that they took that fella there, that now takes the double pow finally. Not the stun, no armor break. Sure hands, that's a thing. Oof. Oof, we have failed that. Dodge fails, he has to reroll this. Goes for the foul of the ghoul. Injury, serious injury, and there goes all the good luck of Jimmy. When at least the turn is over, but that's the worst El Ghoul gone for the rest of the game. Consider the regeneration, but I think the regen roll failed. And that redeem Franki's half, more or less, getting rid of a ghoul is absolutely massive. Now Jimmy here needs to do something evil to this. No, a push is suboptimal. That power is nice. And the Flexes keep advancing one square at a time. Oh, beautiful chain. Beautiful chain that works and frees the Wraith. Now maybe Jimmy is thinking of leaving the Wraith on the ground to use it as a ball carrier later, maybe. You know, pick up with the Wraith. We have seen that before. Many players have attempted that in the history of Blood Bowl. But no, he prefers to be more conservative, goes for the assist. Goes for that, the filthy dwarf. First block, nothing. Frenzy does a thing, full pow. Chooses the full pow, obviously. Wait, was that the right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. And can he double base the ball? No, he chooses to base the... Oh my, what a turn for Jimmy again. Things are looking good. Well, except for the fact that he lost one of his possible world carriers, so he has two. But he managed to score in the opponent's drive. A good for a touchdown. You know, not a bad deal. Where will the ball go? Okay, goes for the 2D. There, that doesn't... That's a blitzer, that's a agility 3, maybe dodging with it. That's the blitz. I mean, he can 2D that with the ball carrier, but if foul appearance works, which doesn't bad, it's just a push. And Jimmy has side-stepping powers. One in eye, but the other has blocked a mighty blow, and that's a zombie gone. Doesn't regen. Still, Jimmy will have 11 players if the drive ends right now. Losing a zombie is part of the realm of the usual. That's what zombies are most of the time. I mean, Jimmy has a really easy 2D on the ball here. But he's thinking about the ball recovery. Which involves hitting that fella, gets the POW, has dodge, not a problem, can push him to the side, move there. Ball is double bases. That's like a world title on the making. Oh, defender stumbles, perfect. Ooh, that was one of the two results that weren't very good for Jimmy. That's a 4+ pickup right now for the Ghoul. If I go, to any other of the 4 squares. Blockless block, Skull POW, my favorite roll. That keeps the Ogre tag next time. Jimmy has a lot of hits here he can take. Push, good enough. Push, good enough. Do you follow there? Not follow, decisions, he chooses to follow. And now comes which could be the play of the game. 50% of picking up the ball. Okay, scatter. Basically because the OWA Alliance doesn't have that many players around to do anything. That doesn't involve rolling a lot of dice. How is cool, my favorite roll. The flexing will go down, and there is a armor break. I think now the chances for Franki to score have reduced immensely. And he's probably looking to try to defend the 0-0. What to do here? Will he try to 1D the Blodger Ghoul? No. No, it doesn't have that option. Dodge with a mighty blow tackle to hit one of the... Oof. Frankie has a lot of time back. He can use this time to think. He's fine. There you go. That gives him the 1D on the ghoul. Downless does a thing. Gets the POW. That frees the mighty blow tackler, which is going to do a blitz. He's going for the ghoul. Nothing. Oh, this could be a reroll. It's going to be a reroll. Gets the full POW and the tragedy of an armor break. Jimmy can breathe. And the Lino, which I guess was going to be the scoring threat, hits the ground. The big question is how Jimmy can put someone able to pick up the ball and score. Two rushes to hit with the wolf. Push with the first one. The block with the first wraith. Blitz with the wolf. What is happening? There you go. Gets the POW first hit. And joins the party up there. Making friends with the OWA Alliance. Oh, nice POW there on the Troll Slayer. Oh my god, an armor break. One D has to reroll it. Gets the POW. This could be massive. That's it. Turn 7 for Frankie. I think he can still move that Lino with guard down the pitch to be a scoring threat. That ogre there could do things. Could do things to people. Like base them. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, he's in range. Will require some quality rolling, but we have seen a lot of quality rolls in this Jimmy Fantastic's Games Workshop Blood Bowl second edition Super League 2026 Winter Edition Week 2 Game 2. And now Frankie still has more than enough time to think. But I'm guessing the play was gonna require the activation of the ogre to provide some support. Let's not forget there is a ghoul in the ground between those in front of the grave. Clock ticking down, 6 minutes left on the time bank. He knows there is a lot to do with that 2+ that Ogre has to roll. Question is who to hit. Here comes the blitz. That was a lot of 2+ needed. Oh, baby. Just a push. Raise. Back to back. Fighting the whole All-War Alliance, guard, mighty blow, tackle and ogre. Friendship beyond death, or undeath, or after death. I don't know what's the correct political term nowadays. Big dodge in Dodge Street. Pause the wolf. Oh, if this is an armor break, this could be dramatic. And it's an armor break. And now that catcher can go pick up the ball, run like the wind. And oh boy, things are not looking as good now. Oh, that dodge there. Quality dodging. Will Jimmy try to red dice the ogre so the ghoul can blitz? I mean, that's a strength 2 piece. Can he get at least 1 die on the ogre? Yes. Now the catcher has to make a pass. I think he's close enough to make a handoff to the ball. Yes. He could hand off the ball with a few rushes. Here comes the 1D to free the ghoul. Well, he wants to make it 2D. Oh, he's thinking about the fail state and that the fleshy there gives him 2D with a zombie that could allow him to base the ball. There you go. 1D with block or 2D without block. Two D without block. Statistically correct. 1D. Full pow. And now the ghoul has to come through the side. In case of a push, put him next to the fleshy and the zombie. Run, ghoul, run. Guess the GFI, nobody failed rushes today. Guess the full instant pow. And there is a 1D there. zombie looking to the clouds, or he will try to dodge to avoid the dangers coming in his general direction, or the general direction of the ghoul and the ball. Wolf scoring threat most certainly next turn. Dodge works with a 6, showing dominance. What GFI there works because, you know, and now comes the big question of how is going Frankie to pick up the ball. I think the piece to pick up the ball for obvious reasons should be the thrower, because if he wants to score 100% involves a pass. If Jimmy wants to score next turn, will also involve a pass. Comes the assist. Obvious mighty blow tackle blitz. Gets it. Gets in the way of the ball, just to be annoying. And that will add some spice next turn. If things don't work, doesn't work, Frankie's way and scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six, 7, 8. Pass. Yeah, I think we want to see rolls. Here comes the pass. Tries to pick up the ball. Pick up the ball, no problem at all. Now comes the dodge. Dodge fails. This is a full reroll. And now Jimmy will have his pass play. The ghoul base by tackle. Annoying, yes, annoying. But Dab Skull, good. Get rid of the bad rolls first try. Just the push. There are no rolls involved. He could try to 1D. Oh, hand off. Pick up with the zombie handoffs to the... No, that's the... Here comes the blitz to free the wolf. Freeze the wolf indeed. The wolf runs towards the touchdown line, and here we go, boys. Bang, roll a 1 on the first roll, so there is no drama or anything. Good. If you are gonna fail the first one. And nil-nil. Jimmy lost a zombie and a ghoul. Frankie lost a lino. Both of them are still 11 players. Now is the time for Jimmy to try to score. Jimmy with a very aggressive formation. An officious ref gets the mighty blow tackle out for a couple turns. Ooh, that fella doesn't have a blow, but the ball. A catastrophic failure here will be apocalyptic for Jimmy. Cool Power, my favorite roll. Here we go. Follows armor break, health injury. That lino is out. Frankie takes the injury. The apple should be used for a KO. Now, Jimmy can blitz with the wolf. Double pow. Nothing. And circles around the ball, because why not? If I have the movement, I want to use it. Hello, Odin the God 223. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I didn't just catch it that now. I was busy following the action on the pitch of these two top quality Blood Bowl coaches. And if you want to be as good as them and want to improve at Blood Bowl, why not try out some coaching? Jimmy Fantastic will give you an exclusive one-to-one session for 90 minutes. DM him on Discord or email jimmyfcoaching@gmail.com for more details. Fails the pickup. Fails the pickup. And for 300 pounds more, I will be there in the coaching session offering you my full support, all present, 100% passion. For 200 pounds, I will be there, but no support, no only presence, no passion. And for 100 pounds, I won't even be there. 3 dice on that player. That's 2 pluses that he has to do. But the result is very juicy because a mighty blow hit that achieves not much. Now Jimmy is well covered with his players. Blitz is done. There is not much. Frankie can bait some players, taking advantage of the guard. There's a lot of guard in Frankie's team, probably in the next edition of Blood Bowl, when a guard is a elite skill, we won't see as many guard. And turn 10 for Jimmy. Jimmy clearly pondering if he has to go left or right, but he has this very, very, very juicy block. Follows, that gives 2D, pause. That's gonna extra hit on the Troll Slayer, very well done. And that extra hit will have to wait for later. Now there is other safe moves to do with block. Here comes the blitz on the line with guard, gets a pow, defender stumbles, no armor break, but making a lot of space. Just pushes, gives him an extra hit. He prefers to take the hit on the Troll Slayer. Gets the pow. Troll Slayers have armor 9 plus. Breaks armor. Stun. Doesn't pick up the ball, decides not to reroll. Confident in that Frankie won't be able to put pressure on the ball. I mean, Jimmy has a very solid center of the pitch with his 4 guard together. Ogre gets up and discovers us in front of a fleshy and a zombie. Hello, Christopher. And you can ignore the rules, but the rules tend to apply even if you ignore them. You can try to ignore gravity, but the law of gravity will still apply to you. Yes, once again, Jimmy. I mean, it's very early days. It was only turn 10, so anyway, Jimmy will still be, if he picks up the ball, will still be on his half of the pitch. Both coaches still have the 3 rerolls, and now Frankie has recovered the tackle mighty blow piece that the official ref put down. And now Frankie taking his time. The blitz. Very difficult to decide who to blitz here. Maybe one of the zombies on the left or right side, trying to get an armor break or a cast. And Frankie very close to 4 minutes of time bank, still enough time. Happy days. Oh, goes for the zombie, gets the power, defender stumbles. Armor break. And adds an extra guard to protect the ogre and the tackle mighty blow. But of course, doing that makes that the right side of his pitch is much weaker. I think Jimmy's plan for this turn, if he wants, he can blitz the dwarf with guard on the right, pick up the ball and cage. Jimmy pointing out it was a rush, but sometimes you have to take the risk. Okay, seems that wait, no. Oh, he's preparing the cage. Two D on the ogre. Oh, double pause. Festival of hits here. Oh, the pause. He's aiming to blitz. Yes, the tackle mighty blow seems to be the target of the blitz with a grave. But what about the wolf? Could do it with the wolf? Chain, sexy chain. Could be that they play. Wolf goes for the thrower. 2D into 2D. Chains all over the place. Gets the power on the first one. Nearly my favorite roll. That gives him an extra hit. 3 dice. 3 dice go. Oh! My God! Triple skulls! Rerolls into Festival of Pause. Okay, Chris is averted. And that's a huge block of meat on that side of the pitch. Every single square has a body, 9x9. Jimmy, maybe one step to, yeah, he's going a little more to the left. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe a little more. One behind. No, he decides to leave it there. Jimmy has 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes of time bank. And these coaches are being as bashy as you can be. Jimmy now looking at the squares, thinking that a zombie could have been there, going to the side. Frankie with 10 men, lost one lino to a brutal act of violence. That ogre has been very well behaved the whole game. which means he will fail the most important role of his life soon. That's how Blood Bowl works. Yes, basing the ball is perfectly possible. In fact, wait, what? To the just a push, or that gives a lot of breathing space to Jimmy thanks to the stepping thing. And he side steps. Yeah, I watched Blood Bowl before, yeah. I know all the things going on in the Blood Bowl community, like the new addition for the NAF tournaments of the slan race, which probably has made the word slan being the second most Google word for Blood Bowl coaches. The first one probably is how many types of diabetes can I have at the same time? But that's the story for another day. And here comes the blitz on a poor zombie that was just there. Gets the boss down. And that the dwarf is free to move one square back. Okay. I don't know, Bros. That's something that doesn't worry me. But I know it's in the mind of many Blood Bowl coaches. And the body of many Blood Bowl coaches. And that's a dodge. And that gives him some space to use players next turn. They are not base. And now Jimmy has the ball. Very strong line of the humans in the middle of the pitch. Guard icons all over the place. Very good defensive position of Frankie here, I have to say. He has guards free that will need to be tagged or take down or whatever. Jimmy very close to cross to the other side of the pitch with the ball, but not yet. Safe moves first. Safe moves have been done. Time for the blitz. Gets the ball down, and that dwarf doesn't have block. And now Jimmy can protect the ball, puts the wolf behind the ball. "3D again. Zombies doing 3Ds all over the place. Just a push. I mean, he was fishing for pause end of the day. That piece has blotch. 2D with the fleshy. Gets the defender stumble. That's another all-wall dark blocker. Punch in the face. Armor break. Doesn't get up the zombie for the cheeky foul on the... because it will be a horrible foul to do with a piece that is based by two players. Again, the ogre activates. Now Jimmy has a very strong center of the pitch in front of the ball. Trigger, one stand firm, two side steppers, goes to the side with a mighty blow tackle. Zombie Glass Boy takes a punch to the face, honors his name, armor break with a 12. And makes a rush to get away from everyone with a mighty blow tackle. And since that's going to be all he's going to do, now he's repositioning some players and saying this. Ooh, again, full appearing. I know that was downless. Was downless? Yes, it was downless. Jimmy calculating, decides to use stand firm, decides not to use stand firm. Now there is a chain that the Troll Slayer have to choose. Oh, the side stepper, move the side stepper. That's a brave decision, I have to say. And he was into 1D, which is a pow. But not an armor break, so that makes that flesh is gonna Jimmy absolutely immerse into the action, closing with the camera. I'm saying I love the action that is happening as it's happening because this could be a second screen game for many people. And Netflix shows have teach me that you need to say out loud every single thing that happens on the screen, even if you are actually watching it. Oh, Jimmy's planning to advance turn 13. Yes, Jimmy is probably planning to cross the Rubicon that is the middle of the pitch. Lea Yactaes. La suerte está echada, as we say in Spanish, which means the luck has been thrown. In English, they usually say the die has been cast. And here comes the blitz with the wolf. 2D into 2D, gets the pow in the first one. Full pow. Armor break. Oh, that's a juicy armor break. Thanks to Claw. There is a free Wraith. And now there is a zombie on the left side that is based by the thrower. Maybe Jimmy is considering on dodging to base the tackle mighty blow piece. I don't know, it's already activated. It's the ogre one, the one in front of the ogre. The one in front of the ogre has to remain there. Jimmy now counting the hits. This piece is gonna hit here, this piece is gonna get hit. There is a 2 players free for Frankie. And the Wraith moves in between the wolf and the ghoul. If there was in that line fleshy, it will be all the positionals of the Necros. Now Frankie, less than 3 minutes on the time bank. Jimmy has 2 minutes 20 seconds in his time bank. Big thing games. There's been ups and downs, downs and ups all over the game. Jimmy pointing out different kind of blocks that could happen. Pieces. Oh, here comes the Blitz. Wait a second. Blitz the random zombie that was in front of the thrower. Hey, you! That's... I don't know. Oh, freeze. Okay, freeze the thrower. And yes, there is a lot of hits that can be made there. Well, just one more. But if he has Blitz that the... I don't know, because it's strength 2, it's strength 2. And now, once again, Bonehead, it's a fake skill. Downless, push. Downless. It's a 2+ downless, it's not the end of the world. Frankie still with 3 rerolls, Jimmy with 2. Save moves first, moving the zombies. Poor Glass Boy wasn't expecting to be blitzed. Okay, Jimmy goes for the hit with the wolf. Doesn't break armor. Blitz with the ball carrier. Onto a door without block. Gets the full pow. Jimmy keeps progressing through the half of the opposing team. Wait a second, no, he's going back. Still on the second half of the pitch. Fleshy takes revenge on the Troll Slayer. That's a lot of pieces tagged around there. In a mess of flesh golems and dwarves hugging each other, sweating and grunting. Blocks on the zombie. Where to put him? And will you follow? Doesn't follow with the thrower. Here comes the blitz on the wolf. Power skull, my favorite roll. The wolf, cool armor break. Not a KO, but that's nearly the wolf gone for the drive. Oh. The equity moving inch by inch, second by second towards a maybe a draw. That other has been, I think, active nearly every single time. And hasn't failed a single roll. The flesh is lying on the ground. Everybody's rolling pows all the time in this game. Ooh, he has to reroll that. I think that's a reroll. And managed to do it with the... It was Loner? Did appear the loner thing? Does the OWA Lion Dwarfs have loner? Jimmy enters stand 15. Huge wall of all War Alliance players in front of the ball. But maybe a change of scenario moving to the left is the play here. Opens with a 1D. Are we seeing here some kind of 1D action? He can make it 2D if he gets up one of those flares with the fleshy on the right. Which he does, and that gives him the 2D. Defender stumbles. Here we go. Follows. He's trying to open in a path. The path towards Dab Skulls into Pow. Yeah, baby. Here we go. GFIs will be required more or less for every single player trying to do something. 2 GFIs on the zombie. That zombie won't have to do a GFI. He has base people. More basing. Here comes Glass Boy. Regina was being punched with tackle mighty blow before. Unblocked. Ball carrier doing 2 rushes. Makes both of them. First rush for the zombie. It. Fails. Has to use the last reroll. Jimmy playing real Blood Bowl now. 1 minute in the time bank. 1 turn left. After this one, no rerolls. That's it. Now Frankie has to stop this now or never. Double pow, full appearance hasn't even worked a single time the whole game. In that aspect, Frankie can't complain.
I knew I should have upheld the tackler there. That would have been pretty good, wouldn't it? Oh, dear me. What a game this has been.
Oh, just a push. Very intense game, Jimmy. Very intense game.
I really wish I was 1-0 up. So close to scoring on his drive. Oh man, and now it could easily be a draw, couldn't it? No rerolls left. He's just got to base the ball with tackle and it's going to be very dicey. Ugh.
Here comes the first base in the ball with the blotch piece. Bonehead works and is the blitz, just, you know, casually. I think that Oger has done maybe 13, 14 bonehead rolls.
He hasn't failed one.
Not a single one.
Oh dear.
Double base the ball. Ooh, because it's going to be one of these Jimmy's fantastic roll shows to be able to score. And if you want to get a good bite or something very juicy, don't forget to visit Jimmy's Express. For massive chunks of meat that you can fill your mouth with.
Oh dear me. What a name. What a website. Do you know what? I probably should have done the uphill just to stop the tackler being able to base me right on a push. Because, like, he was obviously going to... Well, he wasn't necessarily... By the way, I don't think he's failed foul appearance once the entire game.
No, he hasn't failed foul appearance once either.
Mm.
And yes, you can click on the link. It's a real place. It's not what you think at first.
Ooh. I thought he was going to double rush to make it a 4-3.
Okay, that was... I mean, he has 2 rolls. Why not the...
I don't get this. You double rush him, right? So then it's a 5-3 to score that way, or I've got to go backwards. Hey.
Yeah.
Now I could go forwards. Ah.
Wait. I think Jimmy already saw it. But there is a clear path for a blitz. I mean, I can follow the trail of thoughts of Jimmy.
I looked at every way to try and make that a block with block and couldn't, and obviously I fucking won in 9.
Jimmy,
I'm sick of being fucking diced,
Jimmy, the piece in front of the ball is a strength 2.
Yeah, that's a 1D, isn't it? Oh, wait, I could have just cancelled him. Oh my god, I'm a moron. Okay, I'm a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Well, I would have won in 9 anyway. Oh my god, I'm a fucking moron. Oh my god, I'm a fucking moron. Oh, well.
I didn't want to say anything because I thought you were here. And I want to protect the integrity of the game.
Yeah, no, you did right. You did right not to say anything. Fuck, I'm a moron. Yeah, I could have. So I should have had a 4-3 afterward. Oh. Fuck. And do you know what? I shouldn't have come into the booth. You know, like I lost focus there at the end. I'm gonna say that's what that was. I should. You know, I thought it was pretty much over and that, but it wasn't pretty much over, was it? There was a solve left to do, and I lost focus. That was really stupid. I didn't need a block with anything, punter. I could have just walked up. I could have just tagged the ogre didn't have guard. I could have just walked up behind it. Fucking stupid.
Yeah. With the fleshy that was free, wall behind the ogre, blitz with the ghoul, 2D.
Yeah, so I should have had a 4-3. I should have had a 4-3, and I thought I had blocked.
3, 4-3, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I could have still had a 4-3 with dodge, but like fuck, man, I should have scored on turning him over, right? I should have scored on his drive, and I should have scored on my drive. I'm fucking annoyed that really should have been a win. I think. Annoying.
Well,
Annoying.
so
Honestly, I'm annoyed. I feel like obviously Jay Leave's gutted, right? Because he had a snake to score. So like he obviously feels robbed, but I don't feel obviously that robbed, and it was definitely 3% to get this draw. But like, god damn, I feel like I had some bad luck at some key points. The race foul appearance 13 out of 13, and the bonehead 13 out of 13. I mean that's kind of ridiculous, isn't it?
That's I think the highest I've seen.
Yeah, Dauntless 5 out of 5. My rushes were incredible. To be fair, my rushes were incredible.
Yeah. They were very good rushes there. Yeah.
But I feel a little bit robbed there. I mean, a little bit robbed. Why did Frankie didn't try for 1TD? Because nobody scored. Flash for kills.
Yes, flash for kills because nobody scored.
Nobody scored at all. Which kills my tiebreakers as well, right? Like a 1-1 draw is way better than a 0-0. Fuck. Right. Okay. In future, I'm gonna keep my headset off and not come and say anything, because I did that. Like what did I say? I said something, wasn't it? And then I stayed on, which was just stupid. I just didn't play properly. It's amazing how hard it is to play properly when you're distracted. Honestly, like, and it's my fault. Obviously, I didn't need to come in the booth and that. And if I'd been paying attention, just cancel that, and it would have been 2D. And okay, I would have still failed, but I would have had a 4-3 still, wouldn't I? Instead of and if I'd powered it, I would have just had a. And I couldn't make it a 3 dice either, unfortunately. I was thinking, can I make it a 3 dice when I was moving the fleshy in? That's the stupid thing. That's how fucked it was. That I knew I could, I was moving the Guardian. I can't make it a 3D though. But somehow just didn't twig that, there wasn't guard on that fucking Olga. Oh, God, what an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Anyway, well played by Frankie. Like, he did scramble well, didn't he? Like, this is. Do you know what? This is very similar to my UKTC game versus. I don't know who the old guy is. Lycos, the old guy of. It sounds horrible, doesn't it? All the President's Men. The thing is, I know the names of the others, right? I know Gegster and Purple Goo and Joe Manji, and he's the one that I didn't know the name of off by heart. And the old guy sounds horrible, but he is the oldest one in All the President's Men. And I felt robbed when I drew him, because like I was all over him both halves, and like I felt he got really lucky to get the 1-1 draw. And this was kind of the same, right? My offense did break down a little bit towards the end, because he just kept getting the dice to keep him in it, which I didn't enjoy. But he kept rolling them, right? He kept giving himself the chance to keep in it. So it's not. I'm not slating him for this. I'm not saying he's a lucky bastard who plays shit, and it's just that when people are good, those bits of luck matter, don't they? And like I failed to pick up and got my ghoul cast.
Slices of equity.
Yeah, I failed to pick up and got my ghoul cast. Like, if I make that pickup and run away, I'm out of range of the blitzer, and I'm alive, and I've scored. So then I probably win 2-0, right? Like that pickup was probably the difference between 1-0 and 2-0. Maybe I should have re-rolled it. Also, do you know what I felt was really important was I did a double rush, so I could 2 dice with the wolf. The wolf should have just 1 dice blitz, right? Because then it would have been a 2+2+, just the same, with a 75% chance of knocking the guy over, and then I would have been away and up, and then that zombie could have based the ogre, and then I probably score again. So so there's a few things that I did wrong. Like, I'm not saying I played perfect or anything, but and obviously I'm not saying Frankie played shit. It's just I just feel a bit robbed in that game, which that's going to happen, isn't it? In these kind of games. But there you go. A draw's okay, isn't it? A draw is okay. The 0-0 hurts, though. The 0-0 hurts for tiebreakers. But a draw's okay. I just need to win a couple more and I'll be all right. Anyway, thank you very much for me. I'm sure the stuff that I didn't hear was excellent. So.
As always, a pleasure to be here. And please, people in the YouTube comments, if you get the answer to the question of how many types of diabetes can you have at the same time, leave it in a comment.
Oh, God. I don't want to ask. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and stay fantastic.